Welcome, everyone. Yes, it's time. It's Saturday. Set your clock. This is the third Saturday. They're talking a lot about changing of the time. Well, I hope to be here every third Saturday. Central time, quite naturally, right now. I don't know if it'll be daylight savings time or standard time or pay attention. Matter of fact, I like it. I'm in the Midwest, so we change times on a regular basis. And I just like it because I set my timing to change the filter in the furnaces and also to change my alarm, the smoke detector alarms. Well, we don't have to really change them now, but we have to test them. And so I kind of said that to the time change. You fall back and spring ahead. That's how we used to do it. That's how we said it. It's so many reasons. So think about that. That was the question of the day. Do you want the time to change, or are you happy with what it is? Welcome again, everybody. You're here with Move Around with Deborah. And today we're talking with a special guest. Yes, I'm so excited to speak to Janis of Soul Journey Travel. And we're going to be talking about a couple of things, and primarily solo travel, traveling solo. It's a go-go for some people don't think they can do it. Well, let's talk about it and other topics today on the Female Solution Network. We're here. Hold tight.
Women have the power to transform this world. We can end crime and violence if we all agree to do one thing: share. Let's share our wisdom, share our time, share our talents, share our finances, but most of all, let's share our love. This is the Female Solution.
Yes, this is the Female Solution. Again, welcome. I am Deborah. Another thing that we are celebrating today, come on now, let's give it up, is Nelson Mandela International Day. Nelson Mandela was born July 18th, way back, let's see, on 1918. So July 18th, 1918, Nelson Mandela, and then he died. His in between time was between July 18th, 1918 to December 5th, 2013. And if you don't know about Nelson Mandela, come on now, pay attention, look it up, Google everything else. But he had an amazing journey, and this is a journey that some folks look at now to follow and get the stamina that he had and what he went through. Oh my goodness, it was quite a bit. But he was the president, the first African or first black head of state of South Africa. Yes, after he had did a stint in the prison. Oh yeah, they tried to shut him down quite frequently during his lifespan. But a couple of things that he said that made sense. Do not judge me by my successes. Judge me by how many times I fell down and got back up. You understand that? How many times I fell down and got back up? How many times do we in life fall down and think it's all that's over? And you think your life is a challenge? Oh, no. There's always someone else that has more challenges. So, Nelson Mandela, please understand that he is someone you should celebrate every day. And if you don't get a chance to see about him today or Google him today, that's okay. You can do it tomorrow or next week or have a class about it or talk to your children about him. Educate yourself, educate your parents about him. Talk, just get it out. We have to share. We have to share our legacies. You're creating a legacy now. You're creating history now. So don't be afraid. Don't think that you won't fall. And if you do fall, that you won't be able to get up. You will, of course. And here's another thing that he said. It always seems impossible until it's done. And then once it's done, you're moving on to the next step. Yes, it always seems impossible until it is done. And for that, we applaud you. We thank you, Minister Nelson Mandela, President Nelson Mandela, Sir Nelson Mandela. Oh, he had a lot of titles. So now everyone knows, if you are not familiar, I always think of flying as the first destination, the airports primarily, because the airports are full of information and topics. But today I want to do a little bit something different than talk about the airport. Now, it is about flying, but I want to share with you a little tidbit right now, a little video that I want to share with you now. So get your pen and paper. We're here, excuse me, the female solution. Hold on just a moment. Let me perch my quest. It's tea time with Nature's Tea Company. Oh, yes. I love their hibiscus. And when I seep my hibiscus, I put a little cranberry, the whole cranberries in it. That's the sweetener on top of everything. But, I didn't introduce myself formally. If you're not familiar, I'm Deborah, your host of Move Around with Deborah. And we want to give you various options and perspectives on your travel. We want to give you the tools so you can enjoy your travel and be successful in travel. Travel now is an investment. It's definitely. Have you priced a tour just lately? Oh, yeah. So we want to be here to answer your questions, give some activeness, and we certainly hope to ease your anxieties that you might have about travel, especially today, solo travel. Oh, we're going to do some pros and cons on that solo travel tidbit. But I want to bring you this video to share with you about some important information about our future. Uh-oh. It's not moving. So let's see here. I'm going to come back to this. We're going to come back to that. Yeah. Oh, I think I've frozen up altogether. Can you hear me? Uh-oh. I am just, I don't know what's going on here. I don't know if you can hear me or not. Well, that's strange. That is certainly strange. Let me try this one more time. Oh, you're not going to beat me out on this. Well, okay, we're going to come back to that. We're going to remove that one. What I was trying to share with you is an opportunity for our youth to get involved with the youth of the Tuskegee Arab persons. The Tuskegee Arab Museum is presenting a Build and Fly STEM Lab summer camp that's coming up July 20th and 23rd to 20th through the 23rd each day. It's in Detroit, Michigan. So if you're in the Detroit area, or if you aspire to travel to Detroit just for this, please, please, please contact the Tuskegee Museum about their STEM lab, not only for now, for this week, but any upcoming events. Let's get our children involved in the STEM Lab summer camp. Now, students will engage in hands-on engineering and aerospace activities, which are designed to spark innovation and STEM curiosity. Come on now, let's get our babies involved. They're going to talk about rocket building, aerospace engineering, drone testing, flight technology, flight simulators and pilot challenges, engineering challenges, STEM experiment day. It's going to be a big event. And this is for ages 5 years old and up. Yes, 5 years old and up. So come on, let's get our babies involved. And if you're not in the Detroit area or don't think you're going to be in the Detroit area, there are other opportunities across this country to get our children involved in the space world. It is something that's going on. Excuse me. You know what? My throat is charging up. My computer is charging up. Let's go. Hello. Let's bring on Janis, because she's here waiting, and I just can't figure out what's going on with this thing here. But it's not going to beat us. How about that? You're on mute, Janis.
All right, I'm here. I wasn't sure if you was ready.
I don't know what was going on. I had, I think we spoke about this a little earlier. You got the plan, and the plan doesn't work like it's supposed to,
Yeah.
but that's okay, because we're going to move on, and we're going to still get the message out. So welcome, Janis of Soul Journey Travel. We're so excited about you being here with us and just having a conversation about travel. And I know the topic that I wanted to focus on, yeah, I was a little gangster, was solo travel. Because I think that it is so many people who maybe thought about it or heard about it, and can I do it? Should I do it? Is it safe? So I know you are a traveler, and you have traveled to events such as myself alone, being the only one there that you even knew, and traveling in a group. When we go to different events, we may be the only ones there,
Right.
that we know from, even from our city or our town. And we start just getting involved with who we are, who the other folks, attendees are, and what we have to do. What is our mission? And our mission is to make sure we get knowledgeable on travel so we can take it back to our clients. So we want to go and do our first commercial, but when we come back, we're going to talk about travel, solo travel, adventure travel, cruising. I love it all. I don't do too much adventure travel, I must admit, but we do some things. So if you don't mind, hold on again, our audience. If you have any questions or concerns or comments, please reach out to us. When we come back, we're going to talk about a couple of comments that we have and get this party started.
Have you seen all the solar farms popping up everywhere? You know, the big fields with the solar panels. There's one in our community. They produce electricity using the clean energy of the sun to send to the power grid to reduce our energy costs. Because not everybody can get solar panels put on their roof the way I have, but everybody can enroll for free to share the energy produced by the solar farms. That's why they were built. You know you're supposed to be getting a 10 to 20% savings on your bill for that, right? Illinois has a goal to transition by 2050 to 100% clean energy. So everybody needs to be connected. People in other communities are already getting their savings. So I'll be by to see you because they want to make sure you get your savings as well. It just takes a few minutes. I'm Naima Latif. Call me if you have any questions. 312-849-3456.
What up, world? I want to welcome you to the conversations that we don't have, escaping Jezebel's web. I am your host, Kasaira Elvie, also known as Lady K. Here, this is a faith-led, healing-centered podcast where we talk about the conversations many women and men keep in silence. We talk about relationships, motherhood, fatherhood, faith, patterns, and personal growth. Here, we name the unhealthy cycles, speak truth without shame, and choose healing and freedom. These are the conversations we don't have until now. Let's go talk about it.
Wow, that's right. Conversations we don't have. Welcome back, everyone. Okay, we got a couple of comments. Our executive producer, Naima from the Female Solution, said, yes, we hear you. Thank you very much. And Deborah Tate, welcome, Deborah Tate. Yes, still hear you. Thank you so much, because I didn't hear me. I didn't know what was going on. Zelda, hello, Zelda. Another one of our hosts for Monday Morning Mindfulness. I mean, our shows are fantastic all week long, twice a day. You got to tune in. But love to see you young folks traveling the world and seeing what the media doesn't show you. Let's break this down. What you mean, young folks? Thank you, dear. And yes, it is so much that goes on around the world. And, you know, when you look at mainstream media, they're doing some wild and crazy things. And I guess they want to give you the sensationalism of what is going on because they have limited time. I know I look at the news, and I look at the news, both the United States news, I look at the British news, I even look at the Japan news, even though I don't understand it all the time.
Okay.
But they do have the teleprompters, and sometimes they speak English, so I'm good. But the perspective from around the world is really different, and I want to get that view. I want to get a lot of things from the horse's mouth. And in travel, we find that it's okay to travel the world. Now, it may not be the same in each country that you expect in your home country, but we can do it, and we can do it solo. So the media doesn't show you everything. That's why you've got to get out there and travel. And I used to listen to a group that says, uh, don't when you book in a group and you start saying you want to go somewhere, and your friends and your associates say, oh, I want to go, let's get together and go as a group, and then you set it up and then they start falling off.
Right.
So this group said, don't worry, they ain't going, just go yourself. Have you heard that?
Absolutely. You can't get the, group out, can't get the trip out of the group chat, right?
Right. That's it.
Yeah.
And more folks are beginning to realize that they have to travel alone. Now, one of the questions or one of the apprehensions of traveling alone is safety. Do you find that safety is a challenge when you're traveling alone?
Well, I mean, it depends. I mean, you definitely, as a solo traveler, you want to be always aware. I think that is a priority, especially as a female solo traveler. Um, researching your destination is important. Having an idea of what you want to do while you're there is also important. And this is from my personal experience as well. So to scout out a few things. Then I also like to be spontaneous sometimes, as well. But again, the biggest thing is always being aware. I'm not going to, intentionally put myself in a situation where, or a place I shouldn't be, and I know I'm by myself. So
yeah, but you know what, that holds true even when you're with a group.
Exactly.
You
anywhere
have
at home too, So
exactly. People say, "Oh, I'm not traveling because there's so much crime." Well, you know what? There's crime everywhere.
Yeah. Okay.
You go to the grocery store, you might have you stay in your house, you may have a challenge. We cannot let that suppress our natural need to get out and educate ourselves.
Exactly.
There is so much that's going on. I did I took it upon myself to do a slideshow. So
yeah.
yes, a mini movie, a mini.
Oh wow! Okay.
Yes. So, Soul Journey Travel has its own website, Soul Journey Travel, and I really like how you start off with getting involved with the folks. You go into Costa Rica, South Africa, adults only cruise. At this point in my life, excuse me, a little vanity again, by Nature's Tea Company. But an adults only cruise. By all my children being of age and having their own children and children's children, I can now do the adults only cruise with no problem.
Absolutely.
and being an adults only cruise doesn't mean you have to go with a partner of sorts or a friend. You could go solo. And more cruises are having these solo cabins where it's structured to have just, of course, the one bed. But the biggest difference is a little smaller, I think, than the typical cabin. But the one difference that I do notice is the bathroom is wide open. That's when they have the solo cabins specifically. Now you can still, if they don't have solo cabins on a particular ship, you can still travel solo rate. the rate you would have to question and see if you could
Yeah.
do a one person rate. But I like the idea of traveling. You know, one of the pros or cons when you travel and you tend to travel with a group or a couple other people, you're like locked in to doing a lot of activities. And you know, sometimes you want to go on vacation to get away. I remember one of my, not my last cruise, but the cruise before, I said I wanted to just sleep in my cabin. My husband, he went off. He's okay with going off and being adventurous on his own. But I wanted to sleep in. I got room service for breakfast. I slept in. I went to the balcony and relaxed. The room attendant always knocking on my door because he's ready to change, you know, to clean the cabin. I'm like, no, I'm not ready. Come back later. But I went to relax. Nowadays, when you go on vacation and when you're planning, you had mentioned planning was an important part of travel. But when you're planning, plan for a day when you return to just relax. You know, you come back on a Monday, don't go to work Tuesday. Go to work Wednesday. Just plug that into a continuance of your vacation because it's so much going on. You're tired from your vacation. So a lot of times one of the pros, if you're traveling alone, you can relax. You can do what you want to do, or you can do this. Get that coconut milk. I'm sure that's what that is.
Yeah, yeah, good coconut water over there.
Now you plan travel, and here you activity again. You plan a lot of travel for folks. What is your focus when you're looking at a client to get that when they come to you and they say, "Oh, I want to go here, there, and the other." How do you vet them?
Yeah, so it's pretty much I have a consultation. It's a very important part of my process. I want to get to know about your travel style, the things you enjoy, and how I can make your trip like absolutely amazing. And I actually do encourage, even while on vacation, taking a day or two to just have no plans. Uh, so you can rest, relax, that kind of thing. I think that's a very, so I've kind of shifted a little bit in how this is over the last few years, but I mean, rest and relaxation, the world is crazy, chaotic. When we get the opportunity to travel and go on vacation, I think it's important to also not only immerse yourself in a destination, but also take time for yourself. So that's the biggest thing I'm promoting now.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. That is so important. And here is the information on where you can be reached. So I hope you all have your pencil and paper or however you record things uh, to get this information. And just even if you just have questions or like one of the slideshows we share with you, you can contact her, and she'll definitely be there for you. Now, as you just mentioned, you get that personalized planning. You
Mhm.
vet your inclusivities, your experience, because we go by what have you done, what would you like to do, what did you like, what did you did not like,
Mhm.
and start at the top and get these experiences out because now vacations they are investments. You got to take a loan now.
Ah. Yeah, they can be an investment for sure, but I tell people because I get questions about, okay, what's a luxury experience and that kind of thing, and I'm like, luxury is what you make it. I do completely custom travel. So I work with, your budget, your travel investment, um, within reason, of course. I mean, you can't be like, I want to go to, Jamaica for $500. Like that's not
Yeah, no.
realistic, right? But uh,
You
it's
you
still
don't want to stay there.
oh, right, right. You just want the flight or something. I mean, yeah, no.
Yeah, and you give them support before, during, and after. I like that.
Yeah.
You can't get that going online, and because you see this price that's $500 to Jamaica, and they say, oh well, this person over here, this travel advisor, uh, said it was going to be 750, and that in itself is really an affordable thing. So they choose to go with that online, and you don't get none of what you thought you were going to get if
Yeah.
you even get to the location.
Right.
Well, let me break for a moment and go to our next commercial so we can come back, and we got another comment. Oh, this is exciting. Thank you for being with us.
Welcome to Master Force with Mushim Suit. Join us each week on Thursdays at 7 a.m. Central, live on Facebook and YouTube on the Female Solution page. As we dive into powerful topics designed to assist you in mastering your life force, our conversations feature a diverse lineup of experts, all dedicated to your growth. Tune in weekly to discover new ways to elevate your spirit and raise your vibration. And remember, we are ascending.
You are soaring flight of imagination, saturated in the movable. Removable, no excuses, you're breaking all the rules. You are brew, composed in shea butter, peppermint and honey black soap. Nas lifeline inscribed in palm, unconventional, standing 20 feet tall. You are 1969 in the syncopated. Improvisation to the metronome. You chasse too. You allow your voice to ripen before time signatures expire in measures. You origami chords. You are where 30 shakes hands with adolescents realizing you just hit puberty. Watch as red clay seeps through pores building pyramids past prime. You are prime at 44. All brass, double bass, 2 drummers, 3 electric pianos, and percussionists all saying forget it at once.
Amen. So we have another remark, a comment here. Higher learning TV show Zelda. Sleeping days are simply marvelous on a cruise. Yes. Food is available 24/7, so you'll never miss a meal. No planned cruise makes life a whole lot simpler. That is so true. Thank you so very much, Zelda, for
Yeah.
that. You are absolutely correct. We just want to lay back. And if you're the person who wants to do all the activities, oh, there's a list of activities that you can involve yourself on a cruise, and most of them are at no additional fees. And then always people watching is at no cost.
That's all right.
And there in itself, you get a lot of entertainment.
Absolutely.
So let's go on to some of the things that you've done. You plan travel for people who want to feel welcome, comfortable, and excited wherever they go. That is a plus. We want that. We want to feel comfortable. It is so heartening to go somewhere and you're like cringe. You don't know which way to go. So a lot of places that you send folks, have you already visited those places?
Most of them, yeah, because I do like to be able to relate to, the destination, and then I have that personal experience It's just very important to me. But of course, I haven't been everywhere. But I can certainly, have great suppliers that I work with, team. So, but
Yeah.
yeah, I do focus on. I have my what's it called? Specialties, if you will, or
Hmm.
places, that I
What are
recommend.
your specialties?
So right now, definitely South Africa, Los Cabos, um, Mexico still. I mean, well, Los Cabos is in Mexico, but other parts of Mexico as well. Um, and cruise, I'm Team Virgin Voyages, so that's my cruise line. I will always recommend.
Yes,
Uh,
first mate.
yes, exactly. Again, that adults only cruise. You know, thinking about getting into river cruising, expanding my cruise base a bit, but right now I just love that adults only cruise environment, and it is perfect for solo travelers. Absolutely,
Yes.
you tailor days to specific events for solo travelers on that cruise line. So
Yeah,
um,
and you're never alone on a cruise.
yeah, you're not.
You may have traveled alone,
Mhm.
or traveled by yourself, but you're never alone. Like I say, the activities and the events that are going on, if you want to partake, they're there.
Yeah.
Most often, people are friendly.
Right.
It's, I've not really had a situation. I've been on several cruises. I've not had a situation where it was unfavorable. But you do have to be aware. They are people too. People go through stuff. And here is a scene in South Africa.
Yes.
I would imagine because of the zebra back there.
Yes. Right.
Were you feeding the animals?
Oh no, not at all. But I mean, we were close. This was on safari, which was one of the best experiences I've ever had in my life. Like I didn't even think I would was a safari person, but once you experience it, like I highly recommend. Like if you're a traveler, do an African safari. Like it's
Yeah, that's the thing. A lot of people say, "Oh, that might not be for me," because some folks say, "Oh, it's too much water to cruise." But then I say, "Well, you fly,
exactly.
you drive."
Exactly.
Yeah, it is a challenge, but you
Yeah.
just be aware. Know where that thing that you put over you, that life jacket is.
Right.
Now this is an adventure. Wow.
Yeah, that was in Mexico. I did a cave experience. Like it was an underground cave. So that was
And
that
look how
was,
clear the water is.
I know, yeah.
Oh my goodness.
But it gets dark in there. We went through a part. It was like pitch black, dark,
Really?
and it was
Okay,
like
but
yeah,
you got
like
your
the
little
guy had a
lights up.
yeah. So the guy had a flashlight guiding us through, but then he was like, "I'm going to turn this light out so you can see how dark it is." And it was
Now, did you have a rope that you held on to?
no, well, yeah. I mean, it was walkable most of it. Like the
Mm-hmm.
water wasn't too
Flowing.
deep, but there were some
Okay.
deep pockets. But
Hmm. Yeah,
just
that
kind of
that
experienced
I don't
that.
know. That
Yeah, it
should
was.
be interesting.
Yeah, it was wild, but it was good.
At
It
any
was
age,
yeah.
any age can do that. Oh, look at getting a
Yeah,
hug.
that was also an amazing experience. Oh my gosh,
Mhm.
with the elephants. Got to feed the elephants. It was in Thailand. Um,
Okay.
yeah, it was great. And the elephant here was giving me a hug, and it caught me off guard, and I just didn't know what was happening. So I was a little scared at first. I was like, "Oh my gosh, this elephant just grabbed me!" And the guy's like, he's hugging you. That's the hug they give. I was like, "Okay."
Okay.
But literally he picked me up off of my feet, okay, with this trunk. I was like,
Wow.
okay.
This is a beautiful shot. You've got some beautiful sites on your social media. So
Thank
you can be she can be found on social media platforms, like, share, ring the bell. do whatever you can, do a dance, a jig, whatever it takes to make folks aware. This is amazing. Let's see what else we got. There's that Virgin Cruise. I love it. I
Yeah.
love it. Yeah, we're traveling
Yeah.
soon on a Virgin. Yes.
Yeah.
Now this is my first time on Virgin.
Okay.
So I said, okay, let's see what all of this is about.
Okay, good. Yeah. And this one I
Then-
actually was solo on this trip here. I've done about I think 4 or 5 cruises on Virgin.
okay.
This one was solo. I had some other people, like knew some people on this one, if I remember right. But
But
I
this
essentially
one,
was solo. Yeah.
okay, and you had a fantastic time, am I right?
I sure did.
Now, what made Virgin Cruise Line, other than no children, and you still could be 18 years old, so in that could still be a little young. But other than that, what differences did you see on the Virgin line that you saw on maybe another line that you cruised on?
Well, I'll be very honest. I have not. I've only started cruising in the last few years, so I was not a cruiser, and I started with Virgin. And what exactly attracted me was the adult only, um, and then the hammock on every single balcony, essentially. And I was like, okay, let's see if I do like cruising, and I did. I had my first. It was just amazing. It was amazing. And of course, things go through there. Changes happen. It's never as good as the first time, right? But it's still a great experience for me.
Yeah, that first time is
Yeah.
oh wow. I think what happens is we have our expectations heightened from that first excitement, and then you do it again, something's different or it's the same routine, and there was no pop that might diminish it, but I still love cruising. I don't care.
Yeah, and it was just a great experience. It's not 10,000 people on the ship. They're like I think
Okay.
under 3,000 at any time, and that's at max. So
Mm-hmm.
I think that's another thing I love about it because I'm not a crowds person. So that's honestly why I haven't even really experienced
A lot
another.
of cruises.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm about the same. I tend to prefer the older ships because of that fact. It's
Mm,
not so crowded. The ship isn't so massive
yeah.
that it's just overwhelming. It can be overwhelming. But if that's what you want to do, you want those adventure style actions and stuff like that, then yeah, we can do that too. Now I know Virgin is opening up now on the West Coast. So I believe it's going to start doing Alaskan
Yeah.
cruises.
Yeah. They're doing Alaska. Yeah. They're sailing on the West Coast now. Uh,
Yes, yes. So that should be interesting. I'm still not hung with Alaska yet because I don't
yeah.
like the cold. And I know in the summertime it's a little different, but it's still
Yeah.
cold
Right. Right.
and it's raining, and you have to be prepared for all of that. But maybe the European. Uh, And I know it's a lot going on in Europe, but again, we hear all the sensationalism. But cruising is one of the most safest modes of transportation and vacation transportation and all inclusiveness that is around. I mean, just imagine how many ships are on the seas in each week.
Yeah.
I think there's 21 ports in the United States alone. So each week there are ships going out with thousands of people on them, and that's just for the United States. And we can definitely we hear things and we don't hear things. So it,
Yeah.
it's a bit of what is it that you're interested in. So I want to take a break and do our last commercials, our entertainment, additional entertainment that we have going on during the week. You know, again, the Female Solution is here each and every day, Monday through Sunday, twice a day on Mondays through Fridays. And we are here to help you learn how to live with yourself and each other, giving you solutions as we navigate our lives. And it's definitely what you need. We're here.
Great day. It's your girl Asada here to introduce a new female solution show called Asada Says. That's right. Every month we're going to talk about everything I am, from cryptocurrency and financial security to good health and parenting strategies. Come on and talk with me every Tuesday morning from 7 a.m. to 8 a.m. And let's do that thing the way Asada says it should be done. See you then. Peace right here on the Female Solution.
Peace and love. I'm Michelle Renee, host of Education Nation, live on the Female Solution Global Network every second and fourth Sunday from 12 p.m. to 1 p.m. The intention of Education Nation is to raise awareness about the literacy crisis and to offer information to combat the problem. The goal is to awaken an army of reading coaches and mentors. You will experience guests who are doing their part in the community to ensure youth in their circles are reading and thinking critically. I look forward to serving you in this capacity. Literacy is freedom, and Education Nation will offer information and strategies to help ensure our young people stay free.
All right. So we're going to continue our slideshow to the next slide. That now this really touched my heart, because you also do vacation rentals, which are cabins, villas, condos worldwide. Have you experienced a lot of bookings with the vacation rentals? And I do know how they're different, but can you explain how one customer would prefer this to other opportunities of housing when they travel?
Yeah, I mean, so yeah, I have access to villas, condos, homes around the world. Um, so I guess if you're looking for more of that, maybe for like family trips, reunions, family getaway, that kind of thing. I do like to offer that as an option, especially when you're seeking multiple rooms. Instead of getting a hotel room block, I always recommend doing like a villa or like a condo type of situation. So
Yeah, I like that. The only thing that I personally have challenge with is when you're in a home or a condo or some sorts, you have to cook and clean up.
I mean, yeah, that's true.
I don't want to cook and clean up. I'm on vacation. I'm not cooking or cleaning up.
But that you can hire. I mean, of course, that would be, but there are, because yeah, that is a big thing. People are like, look, I don't want to cook and clean. I'm on vacation, but you can hire, a chef. Most of them come with a cleaning crew that'll come in anyway, a couple times, a week, depending on the length of your stay. But if you want to hire a chef, definitely have access to do that. They can come in, cook a few meals for you. So yeah, I mean, it depends on what you want to do there, but yeah.
I like that. Yeah, and you're absolutely correct in the fact of the affordability and the community that you have when your family is traveling. It's best to be in a house of sorts than in each individual hotel room.
Yeah,
We've done that, and it's more affordable when you
yeah,
have
it
a
can be, absolutely.
much more affordable. So I do like it for that aesthetic. But yeah, don't put me on the list to cook or clean. And then typically they have almost as many uh, bathrooms as they do sleeping rooms. I
Yeah.
like that. I like that.
Yeah.
And that's all over the world. Is that? Yeah, that's good. All over the world. So again, there's her information where you can email her at info. Oh, well, no, you prefer hello at.
Yeah. Either one
So,
works.
okay. Okay. So you're like me, you got about 7 or 8 emails.
No. No, just those
Put your
two.
glasses. Okay. But also go to the site. And when they go to your site, is there an information that they can fill out and give you some type
Mhm.
of what they are looking to do, and you
Yes.
get back to them?
Yep.
Okay,
Absolutely. Yes. I have like
great.
a Calendly link and yeah, all my contact info.
I like that. Oh, let's see. See, we talked about this. Travel is an investment in yourself. That you that should. I think I'm going to use that. If you don't mind, can I use that?
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely.
I
It is.
want to use that. It is such an investment, and you have to protect your investment. And now we talk about insurance, because so many people are now realizing the importance of insurance. And you, a lot of folks say, well, that's an expense that I don't want to add on to my vacation. But you need it. You need it. You
Yes.
don't want to have to use it, but you want to have some kind of safety net in place in case there's a situation, because
Absolutely.
situations can come up. And you want to be ready. We have another message from Naima Latif, our executive director of the Female Solution. Great information. I'm inspired to take a trip. You know, I agree with you, Naima. I'm always inspired. And matter of fact, I say to myself and others, I travel every day by way of the wide world web. So if you can get some information about where you want to go and that type of thing, and then take it to a travel advisor such as Janis at Soul Journey Travel, and let her know, because there is some specific information that you're not going to be informed of just looking and researching where the opportunities are. There are some details that have to be addressed that you won't know about, and you don't want to be on vacation and then find out, oh, I was supposed to have this documentation. Oh, I was supposed to do this, that, or the other. You have to have a professional. When you go to the doctor, or say you're not feeling well, and you take an aspirin, and hopefully that'll make you feel better. That's like going to the wide world web and looking up where you want to go, or have some idea where you want to go. But when it's important, when that headache is persisting, it's important, there's something going on, you go to a professional. Well, travel advisors, that's a profession. We travel advisors focus on understanding our vendors and what opportunities there are. And could you talk on that a little bit, Janice?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it's really about, relationships. Again, my client experience is paramount to me. So on my side, I am vetting suppliers, which include resorts, hotels, making those connections so that I'm educated, and that I know that I will be sending my client on the experience that they deserve, and they'll be in good hands because I have a relationship with that particular supplier, or I have knowledge about.
Yes.
It's very important. You're not gonna. People are using anything to be like, oh yeah, I can just, to create a trip, and it's not. Like we just said, it's an investment. So why not have the best experience you can have with that, with what you're putting into it, so you can get what you need out of that trip. So
That's right. Use the professionals. That's what we're here for.
yeah,
We focus. This is our focus. We're learning that, just like whatever position, whatever job, or whatever business that you have, you're focusing on that. Let us focus on travel so you can have the best. It's almost time for us to go. Go. If you're looking for an opportunity, a business in the travel industry, certainly reach out to either one of us and we can give you some advice on that or some direction on that. But do you have any last words? We got a couple of minutes left. Do you have any last minute advice that we haven't touched on that you could think about? I know once we get off, we'll say, oh, yeah, I should have said.
Yeah, right. No, I mean, definitely, just go. We
just live life.
Just live. That's what it is. It's saying like you only live once. Well, I don't know where I don't know where I heard this. I can't even remember, but it's really, you only die once. I mean, I guess depending on what you believe in, but it's like the moral of the story is live your life. You want to travel.
Right. Live your life for now, because once you can't, look at the people who say I'll go when I retire, and they don't get to retire. Now you done missed out. Or I even have a situation where I feel as though, because of the educational level that travel provides, even taking children out of school, as long as you're getting their lessons and they're not missing anything for school, I think the opportunity for travel is amazing.
Absolutely.
It is definitely, because where else are they going to get this experience? And it may change the whole trajectory of their thought process, of their life and their livelihood. Being from the inner city, you hear of children who don't even get to experience the whole part of the city. Me being in Chicago, folks don't know what Lakeshore Drive is or DuSable Drive now. They ain't changed the name. But just riding the drive and looking at other architects, looking out and getting in your neighborhood and looking at the tree growth. There's no tree identical. Go out and look and analyze and put it together. It is so much you can do in life. Don't sit in your bubble and be afraid, because there's danger everywhere. I know when I travel the world, I hear about the same crime going on. I'm like, I thought they said our city was bad.
Right.
They were so bad.
Exactly.
They lied to us. Well, I am so grateful to you and appreciative that you took the time to be here. Again, this is your second time with us.
Yeah.
I had to do a rerun from when we were doing the 2 hour show. But I thank you, and let's keep in touch and keep going and just share and enjoy life. I love it. I love you, and be safe in your travels.
All right. Thank you so much. Bye.
Peace.
We've come to the end of our show today. If you missed any broadcasts, go to our website for the audio and video archives at www.thefemalesolution.com. On behalf of our team of radio hosts, I'd like to thank all of you who participated in today's discussions. And to our global family joining us from all around the world, we say thank you. To our family in China, xie xie. India, Dhanyavad. Japan, arigato. Korea, kamsamnida. Russia, spasiba. Germany, danke. Poland, dziękuję. France, merci. Spain, gracias. Italy, grazie. Egypt, shukran. Ghana, madasi. Nigeria, eshe. South Africa, Ngiyabonga. Senegal, Jaref. Kenya, Asante. Israel, Toda. Pakistan, Shukriya. Afghanistan, Tashakur. Saudi Arabia and Palestine, Shukran. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. Thank you, and may peace be upon you and the mercy of God and God's blessings.